The party's branch in the United States has already voted to determine who amongst the four should lead the party. Isaac Kofi J of RSS Desk joins me in studio with details. Kofi, what are the details pointing to?
So the details are actually on the big screen right now, and you can see it. We are having the first taste of how Saturday could be. I'm not saying can be, could be. In fact, this is NPP-USA delegates who voted today, and this is the outcome. So
it means that the NPP-USA says Bawumia should.
Absolutely. So 208. Let me break it down this way. So there were 411 delegates who were eligible to vote in this election. Only 270, translating to some, voter turnouts of somewhere around 66%. They voted, and 208 of them, which is 77.04%, voted for Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, and 60%, 22.22%, which is 60 votes, said, Kennedy Japan should take the second lead. Dr. Owusu Efriakoto and Francis Adenimo all had one, representing 0.37%. respectively. Now, this creates a certain picture. You've seen the polls, right? Global Info Analytics and the UK one. So if you look at this, in the Global Info Analytics poll, they put Kennedy Japan around 25.5%. Now, they put Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia at 43%. Now, what is so important is that in that poll, you have about 32%. That is, those who have decided not to tell the pollsters how they'll vote, and undecided. They were about 32%. That 32%, if all of them decide to vote for Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, you get close to that 77% that we are talking about. And so they say fear delegates. I mean, that poll actually gives us lots to talk about the dynamics, who will join, Kennedy Japan, percentage that Bawumia will need to get that 50% plus one, Kennedy Japan as well, and the dark horse in the race, and Francis Adenimo, all of them eyeing for that big slot on Saturday. And trust me, your election headquarters, we've started already. We started computing the numbers, and this is what it looks like. This is the first taste of how Saturday is going to be. The NPP-USA delegates have voted, and this is how they say the party should go. We'll have UK and other ones also joining.
If you combine this with the research that the Global Info Analytics did and the one from UK, should Dr. Owusu Efriakoto and Adenimo probably before Saturday say that, well, probably we've seen our fate, we're not going to go anywhere?
Well, they say polls are good, but they've done their homework, they've spoken to delegate, and they believe that they still stand that chance of clocking, the significant portion of the vote to be at that, spot that they all want. So the two of them, although they respect the polls, they still believe that, come on, we know the work we've done, we've spoken to delegates. If you are tipping Bawumia and Kennedy Japan to be in the front row, we say we also know what we've done, and we've spoken to delegates, and we trust that we will get significant portion of the votes. But if you look at what this figure is actually churning out versus what the polls are actually saying, then you get the impression that, because in the poll you see the two of them hovering around, I think 0.9 and 0.4%. It means that none of them was able to get 1%. But we are also talking about the possibility of a runoff. If the two of them, they are able to pull about 6%, Kennedy Japan also pulls about 40% or 35%, then it becomes very tricky for Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, who has been tipped to lead or to win Saturday's delegates, the primaries. Then it becomes difficult. Then you need to go to a runoff to determine that 50% plus one. But as it stands now, this is the decision of NPP-USA delegate, and they put Bawumia ahead 77%. It's not a poll, this is actual
voting.
And it will be added to Saturday's tally to determine who actually wears the crown.
Interesting. Very interesting things that will be happening on Saturday, but the battleground is set. We will bring everything to you here from every corner of the country here on your election headquarters.